Okay, Gingers, I know we got some exciting news this week. And I just want to remind you that we all need to be on our best behavior, because if anybody screws this up for us, the hell that will be unleashed upon you. This is the first thing that has made sense in the year of our Lord 2025. Do not fuck it up.
Hey guys, how are you all doing? It's a girl Cindy. Welcome back again to another video. I trust you guys are having an amazing time today if you are coming across this channel for the first time. Hi, thank you so much for clicking to watch this video. So there's a trend going on TikTok. If you are on TikTok, I don't know if you have seen a video or videos, people saying that gingers are black. Please, I want someone to educate me in the comment section. Are gingers considered black? So like I said, there's a trend going on TikTok. I traced the original video and I came across this video from this black woman saying that gingers are considered black. So I did my own research. I went on Google and this is what I saw. You can please pause to read. Again, I just want us to have this conversation and I want someone to please educate me. I want to know. Seriously, I want to know. So in her video, she says that everyone who is ginger, everyone who has red hair is considered black. And in one of her videos, she did a video responding to a comment where the person asks her why gingers are considered black. So I thought to make this video and I want someone to please educate us in the comment section. And I'm going to show you some screenshots of comments I grabbed from, these white people that are making videos rejoicing that they are considered black because they have red hair. I don't know. Okay, but it is the way these white people with red hair are rejoicing because a black woman did a video saying that all gingers are black. Like, seriously, I don't know why they are so happy. I don't know why they are rejoicing like this video right here. Y'all really need to see their comment section. I don't know, okay? She might be right. I don't know. I'm just asking for someone to please educate us, because I know that some people do not know about this. So let us know in the comment. Let's check these videos out.
In all seriousness, with the trend going on, all gingers are black, I have not felt this much love ever in my life. And to the girl that's making this go viral, I just gotta say thank you. Thank you for the love. But honestly, truthfully, thank you, all of you. I hated being a redhead growing up because I was that kid in special ed who couldn't read, who couldn't write, and I also had red hair. I had a stutter, and now I grew up to be pretty successful. But I never felt loved. But until today, like, oh my gosh. So to the girl who made this go super viral, if you're ever in Dallas, Texas, let's go to dinner. You name it, I'll pay for it and I'll take you. My mother's coming too. So thank you all. I love you. Like, I seriously, I am mind blown by this. Like no other. Thank you.
You know, to find out at 42 years old that I've been living a lie this entire time, it's really tough. It's kind of tough, but ultimately I'm really happy. I just want to say a quick thank you to the black delegation. Thank you for finally recognizing that gingers have been black this entire time. I do identify myself as a black man, and I'm super excited to carry on the work of the black community. So we're going to keep fighting. We're going to keep pushing for rights. And I just got to say, black pride.
I've been thinking a lot about this gingers are black people thing. And I was spring cleaning yesterday. And I thought about all of the ways that I relate. Now, I don't want to get anything twisted. I'm very well aware of my white privilege. However, there are ways that I've related to Black people throughout my life that I've never really put into words. So I'm going to try to do that today. I made a list of thoughts as they came to me. So I'm just going to share them as they came to me. As a kid, I was bullied for my freckles and for my red hair. Not just my red hair. I actually got a nickname in grade school of Hairball because the women in my life had no idea what to do with my thick, coarse, curly hair. Even resorting at some points to just cutting it off. Hot oil treatments, all kinds of things. I'm not blaming them. They didn't have the education. It wasn't until I was an adult and I started learning that I could use products for people of color that my hair journey really took off. I've always been opinionated and assertive and loud about how I feel, and that was always drawn back to being a fiery redhead. And so I've always been able to relate with how Black women typically are accused of being aggressive and things like that just because they're Black women. To this very day, people still ask me if my hair is real. They often don't believe me when I tell them that my color is natural. And I can't even put into words how many times my hair has been touched without my permission. People have joked that I have no soul because I have red hair. I have been treated differently in healthcare because I have a redhead gene, which makes me have an extremely high tolerance to pain and anesthetics. So I always need a higher dosage of pain medication, which I've been treated like an addict when I've ever had to ask for pain medication, even though it's been rare throughout my life. I have woken up during surgeries. I have had to have so much Novocaine put into my mouth that I'm numb for like 4 days. And I've always been bigger than average. Not fat, not obese, but I've just always been built bigger than average to, which has always led to me having a higher BMI, which I've always thought was BS. And also led to me being made fun of because all of my, peers were these little tiny skinny little things, and I was just always bigger. And I know that Black women relate to that as well. So that being said, I will never know what it's like to actually be Black, but I do relate to some of the things that Black people and Black women go through because I went through them too, and still go through them because people still touch my hair. Anyway, I've never been able to say any of this out loud, or I should say I've never felt comfortable doing so, and I just want to say thank you to the collective for making this a thing so that I could get some of that stuff off my chest. And I hope y'all have a good day.
So after my Dear Black People video, now this is my Dear White Ginger People video. It's been amazing. I know, I'm invested too. It's been wholesome and healing and sweet and lovely. Now, let's establish one thing, please. We've experienced shitty things and discrimination and persecution in history and blah, blah, blah. Yes, we did. None of what we've experienced was racism. What we still experience today, it's not racism. So yes, we experience violence, we get called names, we get harassed, as women, we get fetishized. I've experienced really severe violence as a child for being ginger and for having really pale skin. If we learned one thing over the past 48 hours as gingers is that it's a common experience apparently, because there's not that many of us, so it's nice to connect. And we've been able to draw parallels, but we do not know what it's like to be Black. And everything that we experience is situational discrimination. It is not systemic discrimination, which racism is. So I've never been denied a job because I was too pale. I've never been denied a flat because I was ginger. Nobody ever followed me around in a supermarket thinking I would steal. Nobody ever called the cops on me because I was bird watching. I'm not scared that the police are randomly gonna shoot me. Okay? So it's not the same. And yes, maybe our experiences make us more sympathetic. Granted. And if there's one takeaway from this is that finding community, finding allies, finding people that support you is important and amazing. And if it does indeed make us more sympathetic, that's great. But let's not claim racism for us, and let's not claim we know what it feels like to be black, even historically. So yes, we're persecuted, but this is not something you can compare to the exploitation that black people have been objected to by the hands of other white people. And the example with the Irish not having been considered white is actually like when I sometimes give workshops on DEI, and racism is obviously part of that. And this is my favorite example when I tell people race is a construct, and some people have an issue getting their heads around it. And this is my example to tell them that from the very beginning, people knew it was a construct. They knew it was a tool to take a group of people and suppress them and exploit them. And they just added people to the group randomly that they deemed unworthy to be part of their superior group, and Irish people weren't deemed equal and they were considered inferior, and that's why they called non-whites. But again, this isn't the same, and it's not the same pain and hardship and generational trauma that black people in such large numbers had to go through. And this is not like a competition of whose pain is worse or whose trauma is worse. It's just to say that there's certain things that we can't claim. And I love the lightness and the fun and all of the things people have to say. I love the comment sections. It is healing and it's beautiful and it's wonderful. Let's not mess this up though. Let's be respectful. Let's be considerate. Let's not claim things for ourselves that aren't ours.
The last few days online have really just made my confidence go through the roof. Red velvet cupcake? That's the nicest thing I've ever been called as a redhead before in my life. I grew up a little redhead in Atlanta, Georgia, and I will tell you that I used to get bullied mercilessly, just for having red hair by the white kids. You know who never had a problem with me? Who I never got bullied by? Look at this kid. Imagine being mean to this. Anyway, my fellow redheads, I beg you, don't ruin this for me. Just be respectful. Be respectful and don't mess this up. I want to stay at the cookout, please.
All right, listen up, white folk. Now that gingers have finally been claimed and are able to take their rightful place with our black brothers and sisters, we gotta set some ground rules for the rest of you male-looking ass people. First up, you cannot use the G word anymore, okay? That term is reserved for us, and also all black people now have the G word pass. We are part of the BIPOC community, okay? We are POHC, people of hair color. Number 2, if you use SPF 50 or higher, that is cultural appropriation. And no, we are not all Irish, okay? That is a stereotype. And to tack on to that, leprechaun is also a slur too. Number 3, no, you cannot ask us if the curtain matches the drapes, okay? We are not here to be fetishized, we are not here for your amusement. We will also no longer be standing for the media portrayals of gingers, particularly ginger women, as being hypersexual vixen temptresses. Dolly Parton, you get a pass for Jolene. Everyone else, no. Now, Redhead Appreciation Day is on September 23rd annually. And we extend this to also be celebrating our black brothers and sisters as well. And Kiss a Ginger Day on January 12th is out. And all of these regulations and protections extend to the rest of the black community as well, not just the ginger port. And to respect the invitation into the community, we also have no requests with regards to partaking in Juneteenth with you. That is all for you guys. As for Black History Month, we only request that now we be allowed to claim 50% share of Malcolm X. BLM.
Okay, to my gingers who are super excited to be considered black, we better deconstruct from white supremacy as a thank you to all the black folks who are seeing us and validating our lived experience. That is what we owe them for the kindness they are extending to us of seeing what we have experienced in white society, which has been, prejudice and ugliness, but it has not been systemic racism. We are not systemically worked against, okay? So as a result of this kindness and this branch that has been extended to us, we better get to work deconstructing from white supremacy so that we don't screw up this invitation, all right? They are seeing us, we need to see them in their fullness, which means we don't need to perpetuate white supremacy in any place and space we enter. So, gingers, let's get to work.
I just want to humbly say that waking up on the morning, the anniversary of my mother's passing, it's been 5 years, waking up and getting on this app and seeing this viral trend, this viral conversation about gingers has just somehow healed a little piece of my soul today. I don't know how to explain it, and I feel like if you know, you know. First of all, I can say I've always known there was a soul connection somehow with the black community. I was raised around hate and in a small community, a very small conservative community with a lot of values and perspectives and beliefs that I did not align with and never have and never will. And so aside from the bullying and the harassment, the sexual harassment that I've experienced in my life, which I have already experienced on this app within seconds of me even having this conversation, I just want to say thank you to the black community, but specifically to black women. I want to say thank you, and I want to let you know wholeheartedly, I want you to know that your children, your babies, are always safe with me. Always. Much love.
All right, as a ginger, I'm going to chime in on this thing about whether or not gingers are black. And I can tell you specifically, this ginger for damn sure has black in him. As a matter of fact, it originates from Congolese and Angolan from about 3,000 years ago. I traced the genealogy for myself and my family based on these genetic apps. And at first I was like, ain't no way. But then again, I started talking to some of my family where I grew up, and it all makes sense. And there are black people in my family. Genetically, black people in my family. It all makes sense. That's the reason why I am different from a lot of white people. A lot of my physical features are different. My hair naturally doesn't look this way. My beard naturally doesn't look this way. None of this looks this way. The amount of work that I have to put into my hair to get it to straighten out, like naturally, like I straightened it today. Naturally, it's already wanting to curl back up. It is hell that I play with this hair. So this is true. This is true. For this one specifically, I can tell you that it is true. I often wondered whenever I was a kid why my dating preference was black girls whenever I was little. My very first girlfriend was black. My daughter, she's been dating black boys since 3rd grade. Naturally, she just gravitates toward them. My sons naturally gravitate toward black girls. It just is what it is. So yeah, all of us tied back to that? That I can't speak on. But I can tell you, me specifically, and everyone that I grew up around who happens to be light skinned but ginger, every single one of us have black features. You could just tell by looking at us. And I have people hopping up in my comments. They're like, "Oh my God, you look like us." And I'm like, I know. It's exciting. I love it. And I'm glad to be here.
Wait, hold up. Because I'm ginger, that means I'm black now? Like, does that mean I can say it? I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it right now. I'm gonna say it right the fuck now. Oh, it's coming. It's coming. Just give me a minute to prepare. I'm gonna say it. All right.
Now that gingers are black, I'd first like to thank the black community for welcoming us with open arms. And secondly, I'd like to humbly submit my application to bring a dish to the cookout. Now I understand the initial hesitation, but I'd like to present my spice cabinet. Now my specialties are in barbecuing, and things that I need to work on is soul food, but I think most gingers need help in that department. Thank you for your consideration.
So I took some screenshots of comments randomly so you guys can see what other people are saying about this viral, like this trend that is going on TikTok about gingers being black. You can please pause to read these comments. I thought to make this video so you guys can see, the viral videos or the trend that is going on TikTok. Let me know what you all think in the comments. Now, apparently, some black people are appreciating the fact that this is trending and these white people with red hair are being considered black. And then I saw a video, one of them says, "Oh, so he can now say the N-word." So I don't know, seriously, I don't know if this is true, but again, I would need someone to please educate us in the comment. It is the way some of them are happy, rejoicing that they are being considered black. Like, I don't know, guys. Honestly, I do not know. But let me know what you all think in the comment section, what you have to say. And don't forget to like this video, comment, subscribe, and of course, come back for another one. I'm gonna see y'all in my next video. Y'all have a lovely day. Bye.